Okay. I can't in 100 minutes. Welcome, crew, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, foes, whoever may be listening Beyond the Omniverse tonight. Let's climb aboard the mothership, secure our tinfoil hats, and buckle down tight as we soar above the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and we are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. And if you want to catch us live, you can catch us on YouTube under We Are Paradox Media. Otherwise, you can find us on any place that you stream your podcasts, especially StreamYard. That's our base place, but let's see. So yeah, if you want to listen in your free time, whether you're working it or working out, just tune in wherever you listen to your podcasts. So I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Tonight we will be talking to and getting to know and doing free psychic readings with Psychic Chris Garcia. And he's a clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, basically all the clairs you can think of. He's into tarot and other things. He's got a multitude of decks, and it's pretty interesting and intriguing to watch him do those. And he likes to share his gifts. He also likes to help gifted people as well as gifted children. And I did forget to do one thing really quick. Let me fix this.
Well, while you're doing that, I was trying to look for it on. I was going to ask you, is it on live on Facebook? Because I'm not seeing it. I don't know if did they ban you from Facebook? Because I can't find it.
No, it's just I lost my website, I lost my domains, I can't pay for StreamYard or anything like that. I can't even pay for my phone, so we're just live on YouTube. And I put that in the description there, so if anybody has any issues, they could just click on that link, I think, to get to us.
Okay, so I'm looking at the YouTube. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how to share this because it's YouTube, so I might not be able to, but let me see. Okay, see, hold on. I can hear myself. I guess, let me just see if this works. I've never done this before, so this is different. Okay, so I won't be able to see the comments because I'm used to doing this, the Facebook, but it's fine. It's just different for me. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I was just trying to figure this out because I'm like, how do you freaking do this? Like, yeah, so I'm just like,
the comments should show up over here on the right. I don't know if you can see them or not. I can even make it to where you can see on stage. Nope, it won't let me for that too. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? I lost him. He'll be back here in a second, I think. Dang it. Hey, if we didn't have technical difficulties, it's not a show with Psychic Chris Garcia. So, I need to do that. If we can. You could just hold on to it. There you go. I'll be back.
No, it's because when you said try to read the chat, it kicked me out. So I won't be able to see what they're saying, I won't be able to see none of that. But it's fine. I guess you're just going to have to tell me, unless they come on live, I guess, with the StreamYard. I don't see how else they would do it because I would be able to see everything on Facebook. I know you haven't been on in a while, and then I haven't been doing shows in a while either. Due to a lot of stuff going on with me. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
I haven't been
I
able.
just on YouTube.
Yeah, I know it's different, but it's fine. I just
Yeah,
won't be
maybe
able to see what.
you can go to our YouTube page and mute it, and then you can like see if anybody makes comments or whatnot. And right now, I'm not
Yeah,
seeing anything. I'm sure they'll come in.
yeah. So, but other than that, I mean, I've been trying to hang on to you know doing my thing, and it's been to me it seems like it's been a long time since I've been on the show. Um, I felt I just felt like I was lost. I ain't gonna lie. Um, I just felt like I was just disconnected. Um, I just felt weird. Like it's just been so long that I haven't done a show, and I'm sharing the link to people, so I don't know if they'll be able to see it. But yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a while. So, but yeah, I just try to do my best and just keep up. Do whatever I gotta do, and try to deal with a lot of stuff. And I don't know, it's been just dealing with a lot, and July the 4th is coming up. It is a little different because I'm just overwhelmed with a lot. And like, there's a lot of stuff going on with me. Like, I had before, I don't know if you knew it, but everybody went to go said I need to go get checked. But the thing is, coming back, like the numbness right here, fingers, the whole hand got numb.
Yeah.
And then like this a little bit of my face got, and I got scared. I was like, oh God, but please don't do this to me. But
Right.
I just feel like I'm not saying it's not that it's my time, but it just scares me because I guess I'm just overwhelmed, and I feel like I'm just lost in a way. And that's why I'm glad we're on because I miss being on the show. But you've been going through a lot too, and you lost a lot of things. Um, I just don't know how anybody can deal with all this stuff. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not. Oh, there says one person watching according to what it says on here. Um, have to subscribe. I don't know. I have to sign in, but I can't subscribe right now. Um, I
Yeah,
can't
that's been
see anything.
like I did a media cleanse where I took a break from social media, and then uh, yeah, I was off longer than I thought. I thought it was just a month, but it was a little over a month, I guess. Time just flies by really crazy for me. And then it's been like solar storm and solar flare, one after another, and it's causing earthquakes and all kinds of crazy weather and stuff. And it also causes issues with us because, the sun is a plasma ball, and our blood is basically plasma. That's the main part of our blood. And so it really does affect us so far as moods and health and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I think it's just done a lot of different things that I just, you know, but it's just hard to deal with a lot of stuff. It really is. And you really can't see how everything is. Like, I remember you said the solar flares would have been up. Um, I can't see that they impact me because they probably have impacted me. I don't know. Um, I feel like I have to keep, you know, myself busy. If not, I think I'm gonna end up losing it. To be honest, uh,
Yeah.
I try to do what I can. I try to do what I can as much as I can, but it's it's just not easy. It's not easy to do much of anything. It's just hard. But yeah, but I'm glad to be on here. I don't know if I can share the link. That's the thing is that would they still be able to come on the YouTube go live, or how does that work since this is a
Yeah,
different platform?
I just got you the StreamYard link, which I have here, but I could switch it up as soon as we're ready to start doing readings and just have the link there and also in the chat. Let me put it in the chat really quick. Okay. So.
I'm looking at it right now. I know I'm catching up and talking, but I'm looking at, I don't know, I'll just share this link out with people. Let's see what I can get here. Yeah,
I
there's
was
been
going to
so
put
much
you
that
on
has
YouTube. I can share that too. Get some people in here.
Does
There
it
we
show?
are. Yeah, it's on the page under live, I guess. I can see it on home, but it should be under live for everybody else.
Oh,
But yeah, in the comments there, if anybody comes on, they should be able to see it. And I'm about to share it on my page, and then I can tag you in that too. That way it shows up on your
yeah.
page.
Yeah, just show it up on the YouTube. Yeah, if you can do that while we're doing this. But yeah, I
Okay.
can tell you, Chaz, I can see that, you've gone through a lot. Um, and all I can say is that I know we were all worried about you. Um, I think a lot of us are going through something, to where it's difficult having to do with a lot of things. But I know you'll come back up even though you're struggling with a lot. Um, but I think it's what you said. It could be the solar flares affecting people. Um, I think the 5G and everything that we've always discussed. I think it's impacting people. A few friends had lost power for a few hours up in New York. The power grid, people are just experiencing, loss of power for like maybe about an hour or so. And but it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. And all the angels that are above, they don't have to worry about all this stuff. And but it is tough. It is tough, and I've grown a lot. And I think this coming year, I just think people underestimated me, to be honest. And I think that they didn't think I had the potential to do things. Um, and I know I'm getting through it the best way I can. I just try not to get stressed, but it's like one thing after another with me. Um, and I'm glad that we're on them because it is kind of stressful. But I try not to let things get to me. But like one of my friends was just message me now. They're like, don't let things get to you. And I'm just like, I try. That's all I can do. So, but other than that,
And
it's fun.
it's crazy with it being summer too, like with the power grids going down and stuff. It could be because it's so hot, and I know in the east it's been really hot, but also the solar storms can cause that too. I don't know. Something about the black holes and facing us at certain times, it just puts off these mass projections. That's insane. That's why it's like so many northern lights all the time in different places than what it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it is tough. And you do what you can.
Yeah.
And that basically,
I fight the urge to stay in bed every day because that's all I want to do is sleep and stay in bed. But I can't. I have too much stuff to do, and too many
Yeah.
animals and people depending on me,
Yeah.
Instead
I have to
of
say that because I have the dogs too that I have to get up early. I wasn't the type of person to get up. I would get up like maybe 9, 10, when my mom was around. But now that I get up earlier, I feel it, I feel the tiredness that I'm having to get up earlier and having responsibilities and still moving forward and having to do this, having to do that. It's kind of a different perspective. Um,
yeah,
but I mean, you just do what you can and just keep moving forward. But it's hard because I think a lot of people are in a lot of pain. I just think it's just, we just go move. We're just hiding our pain, and some of us are just hiding more pain than others. And it's tough. We just gotta be optimistic and just keep on going. Even if we get tough, things will get resolved, yes. But just know that life is very, very hard. And it's not the same because you try to do what you can. You try to do, what you can and what you can do. But yeah, it's just not easy to do things because you're just trying to be like trying to figure it out, trying to understand your life. But yeah, I'm actually sharing it as we speak. And whoever is watching, um, if y'all do have YouTube, you if you want the link, let me know and I can send it to you, and then y'all can come alive when it's that time. But right now we're just catching up because she's going through a lot, and I'm going through a lot too. So you can pull cards out
any
and see.
new destiny.
Um, I'm trying to think. 'Cause it's been a while. I haven't really gotten any new decks except that I have a different deck that I use depending on what people are drawn to. Some people ask for a certain deck and I'll do it. But I need to get back into a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of limited. But there's certain decks that are still new that I haven't been doing readings much. I've been doing them like behind the scenes, but as far as like live on Facebook, it's barely. It's just too slow for me, and I want things to pick up, but it's hard. And I just try to get optimistic that things are where they're meant to be. I guess you could say how they're supposed to be, but it is hard. Can't see. Well, I got
See,
somebody
I
said
believe
something.
it's. Oh yeah, I meant to put the banner up and I accidentally put the comment that I had put in the thing there. I figured it out.
See, that's the thing. I don't know how to check that on Facebook. Let me see. Hold on here. Oh, there it is. Shoot. Okay, I got it. So that explains that. Okay, okay, that's that. I got it. Yeah, because this is different, but I've done like stuff on YouTube before, but it's been a while, been a long while. So yeah, I did share
I'm
it.
used to doing at least 3 places, so I usually do Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But now I can only pick one. And I don't know if you know, but YouTube is now deleting old videos, like old live videos that you do. So if you want to keep them, you have to save them. I have like 7 days left to download stuff.
Oh wow! So why is that? Why are they deleting it?
I don't know. Maybe like they only have so much. space for things, or maybe it's something else. I'm not sure why they're doing it. Because, man, how long has it been around? Like, at least 15 years.
Well, maybe it's the grid, and it's probably due to maybe they just, depending on what kind of platform you have, they don't want it. You know, they're like, okay, well, we'll do this and that. So I guess it's less to
Yeah.
where it draws less people, and they think that they're not reaching out to the people, but the ones that do have it are the ones that are going to reach it. Otherwise, others are not going to reach it because they don't have that way to subscribe to do it. Because if they can't, then there's nothing much they can do. They can just do whatever they can to do it.
Hi, Nancy.
Unfortunately, honestly.
Yeah, I gotta look back and
So,
see if it's my Four Corners Paranormal, We Are Paradox Media, or my personal page. Nancy's in the
did you
chat
check?
room. Yeah.
Let me see here. I was looking at the four corners too, but nothing popped up. Since maybe you can go live on that one, but if it's not, it's due to it's not giving. Yeah, it's not showing it on here. Yeah, so they got you to where
Yeah.
they don't want you on. They don't want you on. So,
Oh, share
so,
it on my personal page. I should. That's a good idea. I should share it on the other ones. I didn't even think of it.
so, I don't know if you want to get two cards while we're waiting for you. If you want a reading done, did you want a few
What do you say?
cards? Did you want
Oh,
a few
sure.
cards?
And I don't know if you heard, Nancy's in the chat room too.
Which Nancy? Because I have no two Nancys that I know about. I don't know which one.
Saboteur or something like that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And that's on YouTube.
So you have crickets, silence, non-action, which means that these things are slowing down. So it's kind of like quiet, like a cricket, I guess you could say. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that card. There's people that are causing drama for you to where they are trying to make you limited, which I see that's going to change to where they're not going to succeed with that, but they are trying. And
I'm trying to
then
what?
to knock you down to where you just won't be shown. Then you have competitive lesson learned. I feel like you have competition from people. And those are the three cards I got for you. I think there's chaos around you. I think people put negative energy around you. And it's kind of just, mm, it's,
So what are the three
it's like
again? So I can write them down.
it's the chaos card and the crickets. The drama queen, like they just want you to stop and not to be successful. And you have competitiveness to where you gotta compete with others and knowing that don't stop them from what you trying to accomplish and reaching out to other
Yeah.
people is what I got with those cards. Okay. Um, I just feel that it's gonna take time for you to, with Facebook, I think there's a way you can broadcast on other platforms. Um, because StreamYard is expensive. I've had StreamYard before. You can probably try connecting it to TikTok, but I don't know how how that would be, how that would take effect. I don't know if you can connect it. I think you probably could, but you would have to probably go. I don't know if you would have to pay to branch it when you're live on there. You'll be live on there, but you would be live on Facebook. There's somebody that I know that's I want to say like a priest, and I don't know when he does it, but maybe I can reach out to him. He does Facebook and TikTok, and you can see the same broadcast. You know, I guess he was someone I used to talk to, but I've seen where they can show to where it's on it's like Facebook, but then it's new to TikTok, which I don't know how he does, but that's why I'm throwing out there is that I think Facebook and TikTok is a way to do it, but I don't know if you have to pay for it. I would think you do because you're broadcasting live and you're linking the broadcast to that app. Um, and I think people get on TikTok and you can see comments and you would probably see a lot more people. And that's what I'm feeling like. That would benefit you a lot. And the guests, including me and everybody else, I feel like it would benefit a lot. And as far as the TikTok is, I mean, not TikTok, I mean, YouTube, like you're saying that they're making it to where you have to save it, otherwise it deletes it. YouTube's
Oh
been
no, it's
around a
Facebook
long.
doing that.
Yeah, so there must be something going on behind the scenes that if you don't save it, it's going to disappear. Like you never existed, which that's not good because that doesn't get the advertisement out. So that kind of limits you to a certain extent. Um, but that's what I get with that. It stops you from from people reaching out, and if they know how to get through the how to get through the apps, I think they could come across you in that aspect. Like for me, I haven't done any. I've done maybe like one or two TikToks already, um, but that's basically it. You know, um, I don't know. Something to think about. So hopefully that really makes sense to you, Chance. But I know you'll be successful like you've always been. It's just that you need to take steps to
Yeah,
come back up. Does that make
yeah.
sense?
I think it has more to do with, yeah, I think it has more to do with like my personal like family life, and the shit that I've been dealing with this whole time that I just need to say no more. Um, but then that makes me the bad guy. I'm the problem. I'm just kidding. It's me. Just kidding. No, I shouldn't be having to compete for my place and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I feel that's a lot of it. And I don't know. Instead of fighting about it and stuff anymore, I just don't care, and I, spend my time worrying about things that I need to worry about, and then I'll deal with that other shit later. Pardon my French, but
I
I'm over it.
think that you should be. Yeah, you should be because you shouldn't have to struggle to go through all this mess. I mean, you shouldn't. But if there's anything, I personally think it's not fair. But that's just me. I don't think. Hmm, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's ridiculous. But what do you do?
Yeah, and
I
it's
keep on
not so much you
swimming.
can do.
Yeah, you
It
gotta keep
makes
on
it hard.
swimming and take care of the people and things you need to, and then deal with the BS later. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best you can do. Yeah, but I'm glad that that really makes sense. As far as my reading, I don't even know when my cards are gonna come out. I think I'm like, you know, and But that's how I feel right now. It's just I kind of just feel like this is it, and I need to put myself in line how it's gotta be, and I need to come back up because there's days where I'm just like I can't do this. But I gotta put myself in that alignment of okay, this can be done, um, and stuff like that. So
I just heard something moving here. That's weird.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, I don't know. Have you been having really weird dreams and stuff, or any weird paranormal happenings?
Honestly, not that I'm aware of. The only thing I get usually is the flickering of the lights. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've been hearing a lot of strange, like I'll see like stuff in the corner of my eye. Um, the thing that kind of throws me off is like, like I've been just feeling like my mom's here and then watching everything I'm doing. I try to keep myself in line, but it's really difficult because I try to do what I can, and that's basically it. But
That's all you can
basically
do.
that's all I can do. There's not much that I can do that. It's got to be done because that's the only thing that you can do. And but my emotions have gotten the best of me. I can admit that. Um, there's a lot of things that I'm kind of upset about. Other things that people have reached out and asked me for this, and I just would like an explanation for certain people. I ain't gonna say who they are, but I would love to talk to them and say, okay, well, why didn't you tell me what was going on? I'm hearing this and I'm hearing that. Hearing that, I want to know what is true and what's not true. Because I've heard different things, and but yeah, it's difficult to deal with. It really is, and you try to accept it, but not even that will work. Um, and you just try, but it is hard. Yeah, like some other people are asking me where am I at, but yeah,
We're on the
it's
tip
just
of you.
yep. I'm trying to look for that YouTube link from here. I saw it earlier, but it
Yeah, I
keeps saying
tagged you.
Facebook. It keeps saying
I tagged you
Facebook.
in. When you mentioned it, I put it into the Four Corners Paranormal as well as We Are Paradox Media.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, but that's the only thing that when you ask me that, if there's experiences that I'm having, you can say that, yeah, I'm having like this, a lot of stuff going on, and it's, sorry, I can hear myself. I can hear myself, sorry. Um, but I just think that there's a lot of things that I've encountered, and I'm wondering why, you know, but then I don't ask, and I just go with it, you know, and that's pretty much it. It's just hard and over emotional because I think this coming year has been a hard year for me. Dealing with a lot of sadness and feeling like this certain ways, but that's pretty much it. So, I don't know if anybody, if you do want the link to StreamYard and you do want to come on, If you guys can see it, send me a message on Messenger. I'll send you the stream link, and you can come on camera if you want a reading. But we're just trying to catch up on how we've been going through a lot of stuff. I think a lot of you that have gone through a lot of stuff, I can say it's paranormal phenomenon. Um, but I think a lot of people are going through some kind of emotion, which I'm going through that right now. Um, I've been just all over the place. I'm just trying to ground myself as much as I can, but I'm trying to keep myself balanced, and that's the best I can do, you know. But
Yeah.
other than that, that's pretty much it. That I try. I try to make things right and do the right thing, but sometimes it doesn't seem that way. It seems like it's just not there. I can't see. Well, but yeah, I've been just I can see the comments here. The letters are real small. Anyways, but yeah, I've been just like very emotional. Um, I can see I've been a mess, but even a good psychic can have their emotions and try to control, you know. But it's difficult, for being even gifted because we feel more, so we take things to heart, and we need to put their balance in ourselves because we are more prone to attacks due to that. It is. I just feel like this year has been just really, like you said, like I feel like it's very strange. There's been a lot of sites, um, the other apps like TikTok that have been seeing angels, clouds of angels, seeing images of God's face, you know, and And then I'm like, why is it that I don't encounter this stuff? But I just think some of the people tell me I believe that some of it is legit and others are probably filtering it. But I think some of them that people actually know, those are the ones that are legit, that they're seeing strange images in the clouds like during the day. But I think it's just certain people. Um, is it reaching to others? It probably is, but not all of us are encountering this phenomenon with the clouds. Um, Maybe when I was young, I used to pay attention to the clouds, but now it's very hot to be outside, so there's times I don't even get to pay attention to that because it's so hot that I can feel the heat, and I'm just like, oh damn, it's hot out here. So, but yeah, but it's just crazy with everything, and like everybody says, I need to ground myself, and I do. Maybe that, and a part of me feels lost. But even though I feel lost, I can still help others. It's just outside of my personal life that I feel like something's off with me. But as far as other people, I don't feel that it affects them because they don't know what I'm going through emotionally, and the pain that I hide. I hide that very well. Unless you know me very well, then you can read my eyes. More or less, you can figure out some of the pain, but not everything if I don't let you in. But yeah, it's been tough, and I've had to grow up so fast, and now I know what it's responsibility to, like the way you probably take care of bills and stuff like that. But it is difficult, very very difficult.
Yeah, and you said the print on this is too small. Nancy just made another comment. Said everything will be okay and get better for you. I know it will. Take it one day at a time and be true to yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just.
I read
But
a comment recently that totally resonated with me, and it's nobody ever lies about their issues or not being okay. People always lie about being okay when they're really not, because it's easier that way. I think it's less stressful because you don't want to sit there and explain all your BS because you're dealing with it already, even though sometimes it makes it easier if you talk about it. But I don't know, sometimes you just want to move on and be like, no, I'm okay, everything's all good.
yeah, and you try to to watch what you can, but it's not. Mm, but yeah, it's just I think like you said, everybody thinks it's okay and that they're alright, but they just don't want people to worry, so that's why they do what they do. Um, but yeah, I just feel like it's people just don't want to be a burden to their friends and their other things. I just feel like there's something going on that they don't say, and they keep it to themselves and say, you know what, I don't want people to know my business, so I'd rather just say, oh yeah, everything's okay. I'm okay. I'm good. But the truth is, are you really okay? Well, I can tell you I'm not because I'm rather emotional. I get upset when I do. Um, but yeah, I just do what I can, and that's all. That's all I can do is just try to do what I can and just accept it. So, but yeah, but I gotta ground myself and just help others and just put my problems to the side and say, you know what, it's not about me tonight, it's about them. Even though people might say, well, can you talk about it? No, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be left alone. I'll tell you when I'm ready. I'll tell you when, I want to talk to you about it. You know, I guess that's how I do it. And that's the best I can do. But I love helping people and it gets me to get my problems outside of my little personal problems. But but I know that if I can help someone, give them some kind of closure,
Mm-hmm.
then it gives them kind of peace that at least I can help somebody else. And that's weird that I'm talking about that. But why is
It's funny
it that?
because, like, I haven't been going through my new messages. I don't know. I just feel overwhelmed. But I've been going through my old messages, and there was one from like a year or two ago from a girl that was asking about, is there somebody I can talk to? Because, like a psychic or something, because I really need some closure. So I messaged her and let her know that you were doing a show this weekend. If she still needed help, she should come check it out. So hopefully she does, but I'm trying to work through that. And maybe then when I get to my new messages, I can get through that. But it makes me feel bad because I don't want people to feel like I don't want to talk to them or anything because that's not what it is. It's just, like you said, everything is overwhelming. And one more thing, and I might like totally break, and I don't want to do that. So, um, yeah, I'm just like doing what I can and trying to stay away from what I feel like could be too much. You know what I mean? Even though it's probably not. It's just, I don't know, some anxiety or something that I'm dealing with. I hate it. But baby steps.
That's all you can do, baby steps, and do what you can. But I think being empathic, it's a big thing. And people say, oh, you make it look easy. I think we have our own problems. We just lie to everybody. Say, oh, we're fine. This is wrong. Fine. But you just sit there and lie. And you're like, If they know you, they'll read right through you. They can read you a little bit, but they can't really read you fully. Um, but yeah, it is tough. And it's funny that I brought that up because I think a lot of us are going through that kind of, am I enough? Am I enough to be happy? Um, am I good enough to be here? Thoughts like that when you go through sadness. But you gotta figure out a way to try to remove that as much as you can because God brought you here for a reason. And the things you gotta figure out your path and what your path is and what you're here for. Some of us don't even know. Some people can take 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years,
Lifetime.
a long time until maybe they're 60, Um, some of us just, I think we take life for granted and it is tough. That I can say. Um,
And what Nancy's saying over here is true. It's okay not to be okay, just knowing we are not alone and we are all here to help each other in our own way. And that's true, I believe. We're all here to help each other. I think we've all been put here for that reason. And I don't know, I heard something really strange the other day. What if we're not waiting for the second coming? Maybe we've already been through the second coming and had our 1,000 years of peace or whatever, and we're on the backside of it. And we're the ones that are left, and we're the ones that have to lift each other up out of this. And it's kind of like what I've thought for a long time. Like, it's not like we're in hell on earth, but it's kind of like purgatory. It's like a in between, and we got to work together and stuff to get through this. But it's just very interesting to me how so many people are enlightened these days, especially kids that are being born every day are super enlightened. And I think it's for a reason. I think something's about to happen, even if we've already been through the second coming, which I don't know if we have or not, but that was an interesting perspective that I heard that made me think, that could be true. Makes a lot of sense.
yeah. And I just think too that you just try to learn from what you can do. And some people just don't even know what their purpose is. Sometimes some people just leave this earth not knowing. And that's why I think sometimes, I don't even want to bring this up, it's where you feel like you have contingency. You feel like you could have done more, but you didn't know where to begin. Um, you just feel like, did I do what the task that I was meant to do, or did I fail and not accomplish anything? And I did little things. But I think the one that decides that is more God than anyone. Even though our thoughts, you just sit there and wonder. Like sometimes I wonder that, like if I'm supposed to learn more and I'm just not doing it, and like I'm like, what am I doing? What am I here for? Besides helping and reading, am I supposed to do something bigger with my life? Am I supposed to travel? Am I supposed to be conventions? And of course, conventions do take money. Um, but I do want to
That's
travel, but I know it takes money. I do, and
Well, you
it's
have
just
to use
really
your
hard.
own money for conventions. You got to call around to businesses in your area and try to get funding that way. We'll advertise at our convention for you for this amount of money. And then if you get so much amount of money, then you can run it and not even have to pay anything out of your own pocket because everybody else will be paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
And a paranormal convention
And
could have happened to you. I've been thinking about
there's a
stuff like
lot of
that
things
too.
yeah, like I want to go to different locations that I still haven't gone. And I would have loved to go with my mom. My mom was my supporter. Um, and I guess she was the one that really, really believed in me. And now that, she's in spirit, but everybody says she's still with me. I think she was the best support I can ever have. Yeah, you can have friends that support you, But sometimes you wonder if they're really supporting you or not. Sometimes I question that,
Yeah,
outside of my circle. I'm like, do they really here to
it's
support
hard to
me?
trust
Or they
people
just, you know, and,
because there's so many
all I
wolves out
know
there in
is,
sheep's clothing.
yeah. And you know what's weird to say that? I think my family was doing that. I think they were wolves waiting for that opportunity. They didn't know when it was going to come, but they came, and my mom was gone. They said, okay, now he's by himself, so now she can't say this. No, she can't talk to back to me. And he doesn't know anything. He's not going to know anything because he's always been slow. Well, in this case, that wasn't the case. I learned a lot that people have said, my God, you're not the same close to Wayne you maybe like 5 years ago. You're the different
I don't think
person
any of
that
us are
I
the
knew.
same as we were 5 years ago.
Yeah, and people are telling me you've changed a lot. People just judge you just because you're slow. Oh, he don't know nothing. He don't know anything. But that's not true. What's sad is that the most people that did trust me were people that were not even blood. Some people that reached out to me right after my mom that came back in my life, and I look at them like, did my mom do this? And most of them, I want to say yes, they were there. I think my mom said, I don't want you fighting with my son. He needs you. And I think those were the ones that were meant to be my path. And all the people that are new, I don't know. I can't really say. I'm not here to judge, but it's a pack of wolves, like you said. And you can't even trust your own family. That's the one that mostly will attack you first before a friend. Like friends that are enemies undercover. But I think families first, and then some friends that they say their friends are more like enemies. They're just pretending friends to see what they can gain from you. And if they don't gain anything from you, then that's when they block you. So it's kind of weird I said that, but I just feel like some of them may do that and they just don't accomplish what they want. So they're like, shit, this ain't gonna work. He ain't gonna let us in. So, okay, I'm done. But they won't tell you up front. They'll just use that block to, um, so they don't have to deal with you or talk to you instead of confronting the issue. But no one's gonna admit, oh, I hate you or I'm jealous of you. No, that's just the nature. People just don't say it. And I think with the way things are, we have so much hate in this world that we don't need it. I think we need to come as together and try to make a difference. But is everyone going to be on that same boat? I don't think so. That's my personal opinion. Um, but it's yeah. I just think that not everyone's going to be on the boat that you're saying, I will support you. But it's only I think it's it's just different points that different people have different qualities of themselves, and they have to figure out what can I do to be better. What can I do to reach the stars? I can't give the other person. It's up to you. Like I got a lot to change. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff I need to change, but I try. I'm not perfect. I never said I was, even though people still yes come to me. But that doesn't mean anything. outside of that, I'm still human. I'm still hurt. I make mistakes. I try to correct them, and I just try to do what I can, and to touch the people that I can touch, and then the ones I don't touch, well, maybe just spread a word. But, oh, this was a good friend. You didn't get to know him. Blah blah blah. And that's what you leave with this legacy of what Chris leaves us. How people are going to remember him. How people are going to remember Tessa. How are they going to remember us? I think it's our
None of
actions
our business.
and the good deeds, how we leave this earth and how they remember us. And I think that's very, very important.
On that note, we should go to our first music break, but I don't know if you saw or not, but Miss Sandra Heath came in and said hello to us both. It's good to see you, beautiful sister Sandra. But yeah, let's get on over to our first music break. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's break it off. All right, so on this break, we have the lovely and talented Miss Michaela Hay from Ontario, Canada. I always want to say Canadian just because I can. But she's going to be singing Close, Devil You Know, Nothing But Blood, and Collapse. And then we have Mr. Fred Johnson III from Canyon County, California with Sugar. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Saw you for the first time in a while, in a while. There's too much sky, too blue, too white. The birds on the wire are singing, but I don't know why. Why aren't the roses hanging their heads? They're standing straight up, blooming instead. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Why does that guy have a smile on his face? Why is the sun even shining today? Why are the headlines talking about love? Don't they all know what happened to us? Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. The moon goes up, the sun goes down. troubled heart bleeds like a river. It's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind. Praying you're getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love, trade it off for silver.
Awesome. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight we have psychic Chris Garcia with us, and we are here to talk about the craziness in the world, in our lives, and also to do free psychic readings. So welcome back, Chris. Thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome. That was a different music just to jam out to, and I was just having to go feed the dog. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go feed them, so I'm having it back on. But I believe that was very touching. Everything that we said, it's right on point, and it's sad, that we see this world the way it is. The question is, what's going to be the response to what we did, which I don't want to talk about. Sorry, and I just think we just need to be prepared for cyber attacks. After what we did was getting involved with other stuff that we shouldn't have gotten involved, um, but but I just feel like we're just gonna see how bad the things can be. But
Yeah, I'm not worried about cyber attacks. I'm worried about terrorist attacks and stuff. And
yeah,
I don't know. It's
I think that's the scariest thing, to know where you're headed, you know. And I think with all the things that we had, they've done it to hit buildings, and they did use planes. So I would expect that they would use a plane and hijack it, which is something that I would think they would do, um, unless they have a bomb and put it under an important building, and that's another thing. But I just think that there's so much technology that they can be already here, and you just don't see it coming. And it's sad
just wiping
because,
out our power grids right now. Hot ass weather and stuff would really hurt a lot of people.
yeah, there was a few people that, like I said, a few friends of mine that didn't have power. And with the heat, it seems like that the AC and the air conditioner feels like it has to work harder. And I'm like I can feel the difference. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm moving around, or it could be because of the heat. I don't know. Um, I think to me, it's just, you just really don't know. It really is kind of
Yeah.
scary. And
And I think about it.
just the
But
thought of it.
yeah, it's hard not to. I try not to, but it's really hard not to drift back that direction because it involves all of us, even if we're not all involved in whatever may happen because of some person's decision that he made on his own, not even through Congress or through a vote or anything. We're all going to get blamed for it, because we're under his power. I don't know. Some people
Mhm.
think, oh, all good and okay that he did that, but I don't think it was. Senator Keith said, it's been chilly here. Lucky to not be in the heat dome. True that. I wish it was chilly here. But then as soon as it's chilly, I'll wish it was warmer. It's been crazy
That's
weather
crazy.
too.
I think with some states are going more this way. They're not so much in the heat, but they're like in the 80s. Everything in the east, it's so surprising. Like New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is very cool. I've been up there. Um, Boston, places like that are in tremendous heat, where they're under a heat advisory, where they're hotter than we are. Um, I feel for the people.
Plus humidity.
And then a lot of people have to do a way to cool themselves down and go to the park and drink plenty of hydration, keep yourself hydrated. But even with that, the body could reject it because after being so much in the heat, you're gonna want to cool down, and your body could just have a reaction like throwing up. It's one something being too hot where you can't sleep. Um, you just don't want to think about it, but you know, it's just this weather is very, very strange. How do people handle it? It really depends on how they handle and how they prepare themselves for the act of praying to God that it doesn't happen to them, that they don't lose power. But even if it doesn't happen to you, pray for others. And just even though they might not be your family or your loved ones, but you pray for everyone because we're all one. So if somebody's suffering, you don't have to be a total stranger, you know. But I think
Yeah, we're
businesses, the businesses, they have the money to do it. But I think if business starts to slow down because they don't go out, then the businesses will be impacted too. Um, I don't know what they'll do about the gas because I think when we attack them, the gas is going to go high. A lot of people have been saying that, but I don't know. It's scary outside of psychic stuff, but you just don't know what's coming. You just don't know what you're prepared for. You really don't. But you just pray for everyone and send everybody light and love. But yeah, so if
positive.
anybody wants to join, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and I was just
Oh,
saying, and
then,
positive energy, like yeah, anything you can send, love, light, positive energy, healing thoughts and prayers. Like even those people in Gaza, man, it's like, can you imagine being in their place and going to get food for your family and getting bombed during doing that? And it's happened repeatedly. Like, how is that even okay? Even with war rules and things like that. Like, how is that okay? I don't think it is. There's some things you should not be doing, and that is one major one of them.
I just don't know. I personally think, how do they fucking do it? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just think that for us, I think we just gotta pray that everything will be fine because we really don't know like how everybody is gonna impact or how everyone's gonna react to it. Um, I just think that I pray for people that are in more severe heat than I am. Just keep yourself hydrated. If you got shit to do, yard work, which is everyday life. Take breaks, get some in the shade, um, and just keep yourself hydrated. And if you start feeling kind of funny, I would say just stop. Start feeling dizzy, I would say just stop before you even get worse. Or before you even start fainting, I would say just, okay, I'm done for the day. Let me get up early to do chores because you gotta pick the times when you need to know when you need to get things done. And when you get things done,
Yeah,
you just gotta get it
I
done.
would because I'm a vampire. I'm just kidding. No, those are my hours. I
But
guess I could stay up until the sun comes up because generally that's about when I fall asleep is when the sun's coming up. So I should just go out there and take care of my farmyard stuff at that point. But no, I'll go to sleep. Then I'll get up and do it later. But um, I don't know. They're all good. They're all taken care of. The life of
yeah,
chickens.
that's what I gotta. Yeah, yeah. I think it would be outside. I was thinking about it. I was just like, oh my god, it's hot out here. Like I can feel the heat, and I'm just like, this is insane. Like this is beyond insane. But
Yeah.
I don't know how people can do it. I know there's like I'll do yard work, and sometimes I've done it while the sun's like covered with the clouds, and I'm just looking at the clouds. I'm like, yes, they cover that sun for a little bit so I can cut the grass.
Bring on the
And believe it or
rain.
not, I cut the grass. I cut the grass, believe it or not. I cut the grass, and not even an hour later, and I'm looking at the freaking yard. I'm like, and it was weird because it wasn't no rain in forecast. And I looked and I'm like, are you serious? I just cut the damn grass. Sounded like, I'm like, here comes the freaking weeds. But, it wasn't like, I cut it to where it trimmed it real good. But I was like, man, and I said, more fleas, more mosquitoes we gotta deal with. I was like, this is not
I
good.
got 2 geese, and those guys cut my grass. I don't even have to weed eat or lawn mow anymore. They just go
Yeah,
around and
but
eat it all.
yeah, well, that's the thing that you can have animals too, like, goats,
Don't get
horses,
too much. Don't get
chickens,
goats because it'll eat everything. Chickens and geese, those are good.
but yeah, but I think with everything else, it's just crazy. And I think too, I was thinking about what other people were doing because I have a few friends that are planting, and I'm thinking, should I plant too? Because everything's gonna be cold. I mean, I want to, but I haven't done it. But I gotta get dirt because I'm thinking, can I grow cucumbers? Will they go? Will I grow tomatoes? Because I think a lot of people, when they can't afford stuff, I think they're gonna end up wanting to get seeds and plant them. Oh, and by the way, make sure when you order stuff, please make sure it's from America. Don't order things from China because you're gonna get an
Oh
extra
yeah.
little punch of the price. So make sure when you buy seeds, it's made in the USA. Sorry, I have
It's
to
from
say that.
here. It's like generally Monsanto. Monsanto's messed up
Yeah,
all the seeds to where if you grow things like tomatoes or melons or whatever, the seeds are null and void. It's just not cool.
that's
Everything
weird you
has that.
say that too. I was eating watermelon and I'm not kidding, because you could see like maybe like the white little seed and then the little bit maybe the little black seed, and I'm all looking at the watermelon and I'm like cutting it right. And it was the first time my mom was to cut the watermelon, so I kind of got emotional on it. And I'm like, come on, Chris. I was talking to myself trying to cut it, and I did pretty good. But then when I got to the seeds, I'm looking like looking at the watermelon, like looking down at it. I'm like, yeah, this looks good. And then when I look at the seeds, I'm like, and I'm looking at them like, how in the hell did you have like one or two, three seeds, or maybe even two if you're lucky, out of the whole freaking watermelon? And I'm thinking, did you inject something in this damn thing for it to be that big? So, I mean,
I think they're
hmm,
genetically modified to have less seeds, so you mostly have white seeds, and then you'll have a few sparse black seeds everywhere. I don't buy those. Like they're too expensive and they're not as sweet. So I just buy the regular ones, which are still, you can tell, genetically modified because it's not as much black seeds as we used to have back in the day. Remember, it used to be row by row by row in your watermelon, and you'd have to spit so many
yeah,
out. It's not like
oh
that anymore.
my god. Yeah, it's weird you mentioned that because I remember when I was eating watermelon as a kid, I was like spitting it out because there was like so many seeds that you couldn't eat it. And then I remember my mom saying, "You better spit the seeds out." And I'm looking at her like, "Huh? Like why?"
Telling your
She goes, "Well,
belly.
you're gonna grow like a vine. You're gonna have a vine in your body." I was like, "No!" So I just started spitting the seeds out. She goes, "I'm just playing." But
That's what my grandma
when
used to
I
say
did,
too.
I remember,
No seeds out.
yeah, and I remember that too. It's so weird that you say that because I remember it. I remember spitting the seeds out, and it wasn't just one or two; it was several. To where you
Lots.
just like, oh shit, I don't want to. Lots of them, and they were black. And then I'm thinking, as the years go by, I'm like, is it me or what are they doing to make the watermelons with the seeds that we remember, as you described, to where they have like one or two seeds. One before you would spit, and you're just like,
If you save them up, you
and
could
you're
be
just
like a
like,
machine gun.
yeah, but you know what the weird thing about that is that back then we didn't think about all this stuff that was gonna happen. We didn't think about all the safe seeds and we're gonna have a major recall in 2025 and things are gonna be injected with shit that people are getting sick. We didn't think about that. I don't give a shit how gifted we are, but it's sad. You're just like we didn't think about this stuff, and now that's where we take things for granted. And I seriously do believe that a lot of us take things for granted. I don't know what she said. What did she say? You can't read that. She said
Says we
we
are
are
all trying
here.
to become whole and find ourselves as whole, then you will be protected from all that coming happens now while you are here before you transition to our next chapter. And I believe that's true because energy never dies. It just continues on to something else. I don't think this is the
Yeah.
end.
I don't think so either. I just think it's just so strange that I'm thinking back now that I have the watermelon over there. I'm gonna look back after the end of the show. I'm like, damn it, Tessa, you thought about that shit? Looking at the freaking seed, I'm like, it's
I
only
got
two seeds. And the
some
thing is that,
inseminator.
apples still have seed, but maybe like three, four. But I think eventually they will decrease into where you just won't grow. And you have to find another way to grow apples or bananas or crops. And thinking of bananas, I talked to a few people and they're like, Chris, did you know that bananas have seeds? And I'm looking at them like, no, they
Yeah, they
don't.
do. You can
Yes, they
see
do.
until it starts to go bad. Yes, like
I've never
gross.
seen them. I've never seen them though. I've eaten bananas all my life, and not once have I seen a seed in it. So I'm looking at it like, huh?
Because of I wait until I get to a certain extent and then I make chocolate chip banana bread out of them, and when I'm taking them apart you could see the rows of seeds in it going all the way up. It's pretty interesting, little tiny
You
fellas.
know, you know what? You should show me a picture the next time you do that. Send it to me on
Yeah,
Messenger because I would love to see the seeds on the bananas. Unless they're in front of me and I'm just not paying attention, but I'm just like, okay, like
cool.
I don't know, but it's kind of
Okay, whatever
interesting
you
because
say.
no, but like I said, guys, if you guys want a reading, this is the time to do it. You can come on YouTube. If I hit you with the StreamYard link, you can PM me right now. If you're watching the show and you can multitask, then you can send me a message. I can send you the StreamYard link and you can come on video. You don't have to be on camera. You can shut your camera and I'll give you a demonstration like this. You
Yeah,
can do it just like that, and, and you can just do it like that, and it shouldn't be, an issue. So if you want to come on, this is the time to do it because we have about an
I
hour, I
just
think.
have it on the screen.
Yeah,
And then I
and
also have, yeah, we have about two left, minus the music break. So about an hour and a half. But yeah, you can also leave a question in the chat room here in YouTube,
yeah,
and we'll definitely give it to Chris and let him know what you want or need. It could be a general reading. If you have a specific question, it's all up to you.
yeah. So if you got a question, go ahead and say so, and just talk whatever you want to
Even if
say.
it's an audio like this.
Yeah.
Elvira picture. You just put in whatever picture
Oh, yeah,
you want and be like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever
And
happened
I
with your
think
little charm games you were doing there for a while?
What are you talking about?
You had the sheet, and then you'd roll out the little charm thingies, and there was like anchors and hearts and different things like that.
Um, I do, but I think I have to rearrange a lot of stuff because I had to move everything around just due to a lot of things that have different and stuff like that. But I think I have like the singing bowl up here, but I think that vibration was so high the last time I did it the first time. I do have tuning forks, but I can't get to them. They're like behind the dresser. Um, but yeah, I can
Oh,
do
yep.
those.
I think.
But I think if people, uh, and that's basically it because that's how they do it. And I think there's like 5 people watching, but it shows one now. So I don't know. Maybe they
It's
want
like
to come on
8, and
that
then it keeps
live.
fluctuating.
Yeah, I noticed that too because this is different. Like I said, I'm used to seeing like the Facebook, but this is different. But it showed like 5 people
I
watching,
think
and
I
then it went
scared
to
him with my
one.
Elvira picture.
Yeah, I guess you scared
I like
them.
Elvira picture. I did. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe if I offered them a sugar daddy, would you like a sugar daddy? I'm just kidding.
but yeah, I just think that there's. Yeah, I don't know nobody's messaging me on here. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm.
I know, it's so weird.
I'm looking at this stuff here. Um,
We got 3 back.
what do you mean take that?
Oh, 3 back on the tube of you.
Oh, okay. See, that's the thing. How do you do this? I know I sent somebody the link. Hold on, let me see. I don't know if they'll show up, but we'll see. I'm sending some other people. I don't know if they want to come on. I know some people will be shy because they're like, I don't want to do this. No, it's
I
just
feel like I should do
very
another
shy.
cruise or something.
Yeah, I think some people are very shy when it comes to that kind of stuff. I just think that they can't come on. They can try, but I don't know if it will work. I'm sending some people the link, so I don't know if they're looking at their messengers. Um, let's see. I'm looking
Yeah, I
at
know
the
some
shit
people have
going
visitors
on.
and stuff. It's just difficult, and I'm doing a new time thing where I kicked it up 30 minutes later because for me it just seemed like everything was all chaotic, and if I started 30 minutes later, everything's been working out so far. um, People on the East Coast don't like it too much. I'm like, it's just 30 minutes later. It's not like it's 3 hours later. But I'm gonna go ahead and share that
Yeah,
link quick.
I can't even see that. Oh, there it is. Wait, is that it? What is it? I'm all like, what the hell? The letters are small. I'm like, oh shit.
Are you
But
getting old?
yeah,
Like you can't read the fine print
no, I
anymore.
I
I
can
can't read
see
the
it.
fine print anymore. It's bad.
I mean, I can see it, but it's just like since it's because I'm using my phone, the letters are real tiny. Um, but yeah, I was just like, like this is weird. but at least I can see the fine print now. I'm just like, but like if y'all want to come on, this is the time to do it. If you have any questions for me, I don't think you have to have a YouTube to join that link. I
No, all
don't
you gotta do is
believe.
look at the link, and it's the
I
StreamYard
don't
link.
believe.
Or you can just leave. Oh, Amiana. Hello, Amiana.
Hello.
Hi, Amy. So welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris. I just want to tell everybody we're the biggest fans.
The what? I didn't hear you say that again.
I'm one of Chris's biggest fans,
Oh,
and
I
he's
was like, huh?
right on for me. He's past, present, even when I didn't want them to be, they were.
So,
And,
I got a question for you, Amy. I know that you're off camera, but if you don't have to be on it, but do you want a card? So I can give you, I don't know if you want like two, three. I'm giving you two. Do you want three or do you want four cards?
uh,
Or do you
cards, two
something?
for August and two for September.
So you want two for August and two for September. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so
She's
let's
very
just go
specific.
there. So,
You better get it right, Chris. I haven't talked to Amiana forever. I love her. She's awesome.
Hey, Tessa.
Hey, Amiana.
one, okay, so I'm gonna use the bottom card and the top card. Okay, so the first card you have is the garden at the gate. Okay,
A guard
that
at the
card,
gate.
no, the garden at the gate.
Okay.
So the first card I get is kind of like, it's weird that we're talking about crops. Um, what I'm getting from this card is like you have to have like either some kind of love and maybe planting flowers. I don't know if you ever want to plant flowers. If not, maybe just to go outside and just give you little plants that are going to nature by natural. I would say water them down. I think like a garden at the gate is kind of a sign like the gate is like the doorway and the plants are just kind of like on the other side kind of thing. Are being told to get in tune with nature is what I get. So whenever you feel like if something doesn't seem right or you just feel like I need to get out and you feel isolated, I think that would be the best thing. The second card you have is appreciation. I guess to appreciate what you do have and what appreciate what you do have and trying to linger into what you don't have. Um, hold on. See, there's another message. So I'm gonna pull three and say you said two and two, but I'm being told to put another third card for you. So then the third one is a door to value. You gotta give yourself that your value and that your self worth. I think you feeling like the workers or the people that you work with don't appreciate your value or your quality in the work that you do, and that they're very impatient and they're ungrateful for who you are. Okay, they're like I'm being told I have too much of a like they're expecting too much demand of you. Is what I get with that card. Now this is for September. You have the six,
Chris, you're kind of breaking up. Can you repeat that from the man?
the man, the doorway to value, and the sixth chakra. You have Archangel Metra, which means you have to do more communication. This is for September.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be one for communication. And sorry, I gotta try to put this headphone so you can hear me good. Um, and I feel like he's gonna be the one that's gonna help you to communication. I would say look up the symbol for Metron. There's a star. It looks like the Star of Data, but it's not. Look up the Metron star, and it gives you a good design. You can put it in your room. It's good for communication. It helps you to link yourself to him. Okay. Then you have, oh, this is interesting. You have the 18 card, anxiety. Your anxiety is off the roof. Your anxiety is to where it needs to be more analyzed and more controlled. Is what I get from that I feel like you just need to control more on that level of things. That's what I get from that card. I feel like you're just, and I get the word anxious. Like you're just like I see biting your nails or like clipping your nose because you just don't know how to release it. So instead of doing that, you're trying to do it a different way and just trying to get rid of whatever you're going through. You're just like mixed emotions is what I get. You're like very anxious is what I get with that card. Uh, a woman holding a coin. I think you have a lot of luck coming your way. Um, I feel like there's gonna be some good luck coming. Hopefully there's gonna be some other stuff that you're gonna see and see a big difference for you, Amy. Are you there?
Yes.
So does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
So is there any other questions that you have for me besides what the cards say? Is there any questions that
Um,
you're wondering about outside of what the decks are saying?
will I be making a trip in September? Actually, yeah. Will I be traveling anytime soon?
Hmm. Okay. I'm getting like yes, but I feel like something's gonna try to provoke you from not going. I did get a little lingering no. That's probably just something that doesn't want you to go to whatever you're trying to accomplish or trying to visit. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like I'm getting like a no, like something's trying to stop you, but I feel like you're going to succeed. But I think that you would need to start saving now and knowing that you will accomplish that trip. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Okay.
That there is a lot of, I do see like a path block. What I was going to tell you is that I feel like you're being like, I see you, but I see like a wall up. It's not so much you, but it's kind of like something's trying to block you from where you want to go. But if you remove that, I think you will accomplish it. And that's where positive energy comes into play. And that's very important right now. I would say recommend doing some chakra or grounding and doing some cleaning so you can be fine. And then as far as the coin, I think that you will have money coming your way and prosperity and good luck and things will change for you. And I
Okay.
get like a transition for you.
Can you see past that wall, that block, or is it blocked for you? Blocked for me? You know what I mean?
Hold on. Personally, I can see it being like I feel like you're just gonna like I see like almost like a hammer or something that would break it. Like I feel you're gonna do it spiritually. You're gonna be able to get out of that hammer. It's like I see like wall, but I feel you're gonna be able to knock it down.
Okay. So you
Does that
can,
make sense?
yeah. So I can overcome it.
You can overcome it, but if you don't do it and you back down, I think the only reason why you would do that is out of fear, and the fear is the most profound thing that stops everyone from the success, even to me. I think fear is the most unknown thing, and the unknown on what's on the other side of the veil is what is very scary. Um, but I feel that you can overcome it. I don't know if Tessa will gets anything but outside of what I get, I think you can succeed. It's just you got to be willing to stand up and
I just
stand up
had
for
one
what you
thing
believe.
that I was curious about. Do you think that let me make sure I muted myself. Do you think that the wall you're talking about could be unintentionally put up by her and not somebody else? Because I get that a lot when I'm about to travel or whatever. I'll get traveler's anxiety, and I don't know if it's because of my mom dying in a car accident or what, but could that be put up by her, or do you think it's somebody or something else?
It could be either her, but she might not know it subconsciously. It can be her, but she wouldn't be able to pick that up unless if she's
Okay.
holding herself back. Now, can it be from someone? Yes, it can. But you wouldn't be able to tune more of where the energy is coming from. And even at that, if you don't even care and not giving it power, no matter if it's you or not you, I think you would be fine. I think if you just don't see that wall up and you just go right through it, you're gonna go right through it. Like a construction truck is what I'm seeing. Like you're gonna knock the shit out of it.
Like a Mack
But even
truck.
if it's yeah, but I feel like if you do it, it could be like you, Amy, like Tessa said, but it's more. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. That's gonna be more on the mental part of you. It's not spiritual. It's more mental. If you
Like
are doing it to
subconscious.
yourself, yeah, like she's not even aware she's doing it. So it's being more mental than than spiritual. So it's more of a mental thing.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So,
had
but
that too, and just traveler's anxiety. Very light. I just packed my bags and went. So you can plan for it, or you could just zippity doo dah right out the door.
yeah, yeah.
Just
But
depends.
I just think I just think that you can do it. But it's all up to you having the power and getting through different obstacles. And I believe that you can get it done. It's just you gotta have the power of you know yeah
Okay.
yeah so yeah but you know so but I think that you can do it um but I think if you overcome the obstacle I do feel um that you just gotta do it. I think that there's obstacles that I think when you travel some people can have anxiety and they can block themselves. So I totally get what Tessa's saying,
Mm-hmm.
but but to determine if it's you, I think you would have to do some meditation and see if you can get subconscious deeper in your deeper conscious and put like something that you can remove that with. So
So is this travel? Do I feel the end? Do I feel the travel itself? Is it the trip itself, or is it the end, the destination?
I want to say it's if anything, I think it's a little bit of both. But I just feel, but yeah, I just feel like, but I just think if you overcome it, I think you can get it. But I think the thing about that, I think you have fear over it. That's what I think. I think if it was the other way around, I would be scared because you don't want conflict, you don't want depression, you don't want anxiety, you don't want overwhelm. I think it's all what I just said. I think it's a little bit of everything I just said.
Okay. So will this trip change me?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm looking for my pendulum. Let's see what my pendulum says too.
Okay.
Mine is
Yeah,
saying maybe.
hopefully.
I think it really what you put into it or what happens or whatnot. I mean, it's all up to you. It can change you. It cannot. But yeah, I got a maybe on my pendulum.
Okay.
I just think it's,
Oh, I
yeah.
I have two potential trips. I'm trying to decide which one. And
Are you going to do a cruise or what are you thinking for your trip?
well, they're both one's in they're both in other states, and looks like I'll be driving to one. They're both in different states, and I can go to both. I'm just trying to decide, just trying to see which one's the better trip.
Right?
I think I would say follow your heart.
Yeah, and I can do this one or that one if you want me to with my pendulum. You can put uh okay, let's do a one on one space and a one on the other. So give each one a one or two for the number, and then I'll use my pendulum to see if I could put any or help you with any of these decisions. But that's up to you. You don't have to.
Okay,
It's just something I can add to it.
let's try trip one. One to conference, and trip
Okay.
two's in August.
I think if you do it, I think
I'm just
if you make the right, I want to say you can do it. It's just believing in yourself.
Okay.
yeah, and if you want, I have to do number two too.
Yep.
But I'm getting number one first.
Number one first. Okay.
Mm, hopefully that makes sense.
Hmm?
I think if you do it, I think it makes a lot of sense if you do make the trip. But are you gonna do it all at one time, or you're gonna wait?
No, there's two separate trips
Yeah,
in
it's two different
Texas.
dates.
Well, then you gotta save your money and gather it up because you're gonna need it. Are you gonna be flying or driving?
Looks like I'm driving.
Okay, well then yeah, I would say, depending on how far one trip is to the other, that would be something I would consider. It's a lot of wear and tear on the vehicle. Two, I would say if you could fly in one and then drive in the other, it would be good. But it's really up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always cheaper to drive. But what was number one again and number two? I'm just curious. Where are you going?
Well, one was a conference in September. Number two was a trip in August to another conference.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the pendulum said one. But yeah, man, that's hard too. I've only been to one conference in my whole life.
Mm. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was in 2018, and that's the one that I was saying like I was so like anxious about asking or telling my old man that I wanted to go to it that I waited till the very day I needed to leave to say, "Hey, I really want to go to this conference. Is it okay with you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. When is it?" I'm like, "Today." I need to leave today. And so I left from Bayfield, Colorado, all the way to San Francisco, California. I had to sleep in my car that night because, if you try to get a room in the middle of the night, they think you're a prostitute. So I had to sleep in my car because I didn't make, previous plans. But it was a good time. Like I met a lot of cool people, and it was a UFO conference, and I didn't get to see the San Francisco Bridge, but it was a really interesting experience. A lot of ups and downs and holy shnikes things on the way back. I thought I was going to run out of gas in the middle of nowhere, but luckily I made it to the gas station. But yeah, it was a really good trip. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, but I just feel like if you do make that decision, um, I would just be careful and just start saving up. But unless you can do both, that's a lot of driving. But I wish you luck in that, whatever decision you make, you know.
You could.
Let me do it. Should she do both? I could do that on my pendulum.
Okay.
I want to say you can. I want to say you can do both.
Yes.
It's really up to you, though. Yeah, it's saying yes. But it's up to you, like Chris said. And that's just the pendulum talking, so.
But hopefully that reading makes a lot of sense to you. Hopefully gives you some kind of closure on what you need to do. I think if you go to that convention, I think you'll do fine. And I think that first trip or the convention or the event or whatever you're going to, it's going to impact the next trip. If you do well or whatever you're expecting, I think it's going to be a good outcome for you.
Okay.
And then it's gonna determine if you even want to take the second trip. If the first trip is like to help you with your personal life, the second trip, it's really up to you. So
All right.
hopefully that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. It makes a lot of sense.
There's one coming up in September that's in Utah that I really want to go to. And like I said, my first one was in 2018. This one will be this year. I really want to go. I hope it works out.
I hope so too. I think it will. It's just how it would impact. It's what's going to be the biggest thing.
Right? I hope
But
Amy
yeah,
does too. Hopefully, like things work the way they should. Like right now, I don't have any income or anything like that working for me, and I'm just like doing the house mouse thing for the greater good of the family, insurance and crap like that. But I'm really hating it right now because I don't have my website, I don't have my domains, I don't have my phone, I don't have anything. And I feel like I don't know. It's not fair, but I'm hoping for Amy Anna that her stuff works out the way she needs it to so she can go and enjoy herself and meet some new people, new like-minded people and stuff. That'd be awesome.
I think you might even meet somebody that will benefit for you. Because I feel like a lot of, I want to say like a more of a personal level of like loneliness. And I feel like if you can find that right one, I think it would be perfect. It would put you in a position of making a different life and starting, fresh with that person. Almost like a soulmate kind of thing. But it's really up to you. It's wherever you take
Never
the
know.
trip. You never know. It might be just a trip that might change your life forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
again, Chris, I always say stuff, but it always comes out weird. For me, I think,
No, I know what you're talking
I
about.
think, yeah, I think with some things, I believe that some things happen the way they do. Like, I don't understand a lot of things, you know. I try to do what I do, to be better, but even I make mistakes. So, I'm
Hey,
play it by ear.
trying
What
to
I
help each
say.
other.
Yeah.
It's all good intentions, and yes, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but we're people pleasers. We're trying to please and help people. That's our job. But we've got to learn to take care of ourselves. So don't let your people pleasing get in your way. Take care of yourself. Go and do what you want to do.
Yeah. It's weird when you say I should do what I want to do. There's a lot I want to do, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything I want to. But I have a lot on my plate, and um,
Yeah.
I think making big decisions on what's going to happen from here on out is going to impact my life. And we all got to make changes, no matter if it's things you don't want to do, but sometimes it's for the best. But you just do what you can, and just try to be a better person and try to make the right decisions. But sometimes the right ones, you just fall out with, well, I was looking at the, see if somebody left a comment. No, nobody left a comment. But anyway, but
Yeah,
whatever you find, hopefully you find that happiness and fulfillment. So,
thank
yeah.
you.
You deserve
You're
it.
welcome. Yep, you sure do. You work hard for what you believe in and make the
She's an
best
amazing
of it because,
person, and just the light of her spirit, the energy and light in her spirit. Isn't it funny? Like
yeah.
a lot of us that have that go through the most torment. But we got to take
Hmm.
steps. We got to take action to get out there. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited. You got to keep us posted, Amiana.
I will.
yeah, just keep us posted and just, I think the success will matter. It's up to you, you know. I try to do what I can,
Oh, and
but
also,
yeah,
if
that's just,
there's any sort of pages or whatnot, network. The only reason I was able to have a hotel during that was networking, like people that I talked to in chat and stuff like that. Go Teresa. I got to stay with her instead of with this other person that wanted me to stay with him. That was like, honey boo boo child. You said there was going to be two beds. There's only one. I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to stay with her instead, and yeah, just try to work with people and work something out. That way, things are cheaper because it's always easier if you can get a cheaper budget. Just be careful who you're trying to do it with, but pretty sure you'll pick
hmm
up on who you should trust and who you shouldn't as well.
hmm
the trip.
Yep, that is true. That is true. I think with, like people have talked to me about, um, personal stuff within my family, and everybody's like, well, it's up to you, you know, and, I mean, I could do whatever the people told me, but I'm not going to say it because other people could be watching. But it's really up to me what feels right, or just let it go and just let it take its course. And that's all I can do. But it's difficult making a decision and
Well,
making
yeah, and sometimes
decisions.
you gotta do that. Like you said, people that are your family, people that are supposed to be there for you, are instead attacking or going against you. Sometimes you got to put your foot down and say, honey, boo boo child, this is how it's going to be. And make it be that instead of being like, oh, I don't know. Put your foot down and let them know this is how it's going to be. I'm the man of the house now. Then you got to listen to what I say. And yeah, they're probably not going to like it. Eventually, they'll come back to you. They might go away for a little bit, but put your foot down, Chris, for you. And do it in
That's
your
what,
mom or whatever if you need to, but you need to look out for you because who's going to do it now? All you have now is you, really.
yeah,
In the long
that's true. Well, that's all I have is me. Um, Nobody can make the decision for me, and that's tough. But my mom did everything, and now it's time for me to grow up and make decisions because it's not easy. Trust me,
No, it's hard
you
to
know,
step out of that shadow, but you got it. I know you got it. You can do this. You're the one and only psychic Chris Garcia. Come on, man. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to pressure you, but I'm
Yeah,
just trying to give you some kudos and let
yeah,
you know you don't doubt yourself. And ask your mom, even if
yeah,
you have questions like, Mom, what should I do? What do you think, Amy Anna?
Exactly what he told me. He should put this
yeah. It's hard to make those decisions, so because I feel like I'm
No,
alone, and I do feel alone
Nobody
because
wants
there's such
it,
thing.
but
Mm,
a lot of
mm,
what you have
nobody
to
wants
do.
what?
yeah,
Nobody wants to make those decisions, but it puts them in all.
yeah. No, I
Yeah,
just think that
well, I've tried to teach my eldest daughters is I have a 21-year-old and a 26-year-old, and they're both people pleasers too. So I don't know if it's genetic or just from watching me. But I'm like, once I learned to say no, there was no stopping me from saying no. And sometimes I'd even laugh when I said no. But yeah, you got to put your foot down. And once you do, you'll like it more and more and
yeah,
more to the point where you might. But yeah, you got to put your foot down.
yeah,
You got this. We believe in you.
yeah,
And I'm excited for Indiana too. Hopefully we'll hear some updates on your things and where
yeah,
you're going and stuff.
Yes.
It's pretty exciting to go out
yeah,
and meet people and everything. It's
yeah.
scary,
That's good.
and I have social anxiety, but it's also amazing.
Yeah, it is hard, and we all learn from the things we do. There's a lot of stuff that I think I don't know. I try to make the best decision, but sometimes I sit there and wonder, like, is this even the right thing to do? Um, like I think I've been under stress, like I was telling you, stress, like right here, was getting I just hope nothing happens because I've been just like frustrated with shit, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's and I try
Well,
not to
mine's been
let it
like,
get to me, but
yeah.
but I just think that there's things that I could say, but I'm not gonna say because um, people are gonna be
Don't lay
like, don't be saying that, but yeah,
don't lay all your cards out.
there's
You don't want everybody to know your cards. You don't want them to know your hand. Unless you
mm-mm,
really, really
mm-mm. That's the thing. Who do I trust? My mom. My mom's the only one that I trusted. But now I feel like I don't know. It's just hard because everybody's like, well, you can trust me. I won't hurt you. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I've heard that
when
shit before.
have I ever said that to you? You can trust me. Come on, Chris.
Trust me? Yeah,
It's
sure.
just your secret.
So, yeah, but I just
Just
think
be
that
friends.
there's a, yeah, I just lost my trust in a lot, but it's just because I'm really guarded and I can't help that. It's who I am. So, oh well. But I just deal with the best way I can and just move forward
You're gonna be
and learn
okay.
from my
And
mistakes.
one thing that I had to realize to get me through a lot of stuff, because I always led with my
Oh
heart.
my
My
god.
heart is the only thing. Okay, so the mind and the heart, they both can misguide you depending on what you want, what you need. But don't overthink things and listen to your heart. So you gotta let them work in collaboration. And I don't know, it's really hard to do, especially if like I don't know. I think you're a people pleaser too, like me. You just gotta
Oh yeah. I try.
mind your
Yeah,
heart
I was
will
always
just
like,
the heart wants what the heart wants. The mind will tell you what you really need to do. And your heart will say, "Oh no, I don't think you really want to do that." You know what you need. You know,
yeah.
it is very
It's just
hard.
fear of. I think fear of doing it is one thing. Like I know I gotta go for my license now. Um,
Your
there's so
license,
much shit.
are you saying you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be on the road? Holy shit. I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
But it's just
I love
it's hard. I just I just don't like to fail at what I do, but I just got to be strong for how I handle it.
I got this.
But hopefully that makes sense, Amy, with that stuff. Cause
Yes, it does make sense, Chris. It's always been a problem with anxiety and it's just a lot of new stuff in my life. And
yeah, with you moving and going from one apartment to the other, um, it's hard because you try to make it work and it didn't work for you. You had to leave because you felt uncomfortable, and you
okay,
just learn. And I just think that whatever you did, you made a good choice because it's going to benefit you later.
You guys,
yeah,
for you.
But yeah,
You're
yeah,
not.
and that's yeah, yeah. You just do what you can, and that's why when I read you that last time, I was like, oh my god, I can see all this, like all this stuff around you, and I was like, man, this is a lot to take. It's a lot to take. So
yes, it is. I'm going through so much right now.
yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you, how is that? I don't know if I should bring this up. Is the dog still okay, or the dog already gone?
The dog's already gone.
Oh,
Puppy passed.
sorry.
Not a puppy, but
I'm
she,
sorry. Little fur baby.
Yeah,
my fur baby.
yeah. So I'm sorry about that. He'll be waiting for you at the gate when it's your time. So
And you know
I
what?
think.
I had mine. Okay, so I've had several pets throughout my life, but when I got with Fern, I was having baby fever, and I was like, I really need to get a puppy because I don't want to have another kid right now. And then I told him later on why I wanted a puppy, but I got Gilly from the pound. At first, they said, okay, well, the lady that does the adoption, she's out this weekend. So fill out this paperwork, then come back on Monday. And I did. And guess what they did? They adopted her out to somebody else. I was so upset. And I went week after week looking for another dog that could compare to her because I just had that connection with her. And I finally found one that was the opposite of Tyler. Tyler was a Dalmatian with too many spots. This one was a pit that looked like a Dalmatian that had very segregated spots. It looked just like a Dalmatian. And when I was going to sign in the paperwork for that, I started to tell them about my experience and how they had adopted this dog from out from under me. And they're like, oh, well, she's back. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, because I
Mm-hmm.
guess supposedly she bit one of the kids or snapped at them. Come to find out, they were shooting BBs at her and pulling her tail and doing different things like that. And she even had a scar on her forehead where a BB finally popped out. But we got her, and she was my best friend. She was the best dog I ever had. So it's really, really hard losing your fur babies, and they're more than just dogs. Like they're spiritual beings that can understand us and attach to us and help us through so many things.
Yep, that is correct. I think when you learn from that, you deal with it. But I just think, I mean, I don't know. You do what you can, and that's done.
I've never
I
had
don't
another
know.
dog since.
Yep. But you learn from different things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but you just do what you can and keep remaining strong. And I hope you enjoyed it. I mean,
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense because I think a lot of that stuff with me, I'm just like emotional and
Nothing wrong with that, dude.
I'm just being an impact on my goodness. If I could talk about what I feel, how I feel, I think I would be a fucking mess, to be honest. But yeah, I just don't know. I just try to do, what I can. But
And like we said,
it's
sometimes just don't
yeah.
look too far ahead. Just take those little baby steps, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and just try to keep a clear mind. Drink lots of water, and Trust and believe in
Yeah,
yourself. That's one. Trust and believe and love yourself.
yeah, yeah. You just can. Nothing if you. I don't
Indiana, what
know.
do you think?
Yes, I mean, that's all we can do is what we can. All that we're doing. And as long as you know you tried your best and tried to make the best decision, and what else can you do? That's if you're trying to make the best
That's all.
informed
That's all.
decision and for the best, highest good. What we don't know, we don't know. We're not psychics.
Being psychic,
First, you
it's
don't know
okay.
everything.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. It really is because being who I am, I think I take in more than what I can take. But it's hard because I'm just trying to adjust to my life and how long I'm gonna be here and this and that and what I need to do,
Yeah, I don't
what
know that.
decisions I gotta make because at the end we don't take anything with us, and that's hard because when I'm out of here, yeah, I won't. Well, I'll be suffering in a way, but once I'm out of here, I'll be free of pain. I won't. I'll be with my mom, and I just won't deal with shit. But I think
It's
everybody else that
read
cared will
other
be
people
left
because it
behind.
has nothing to do with us. And it's hard for us to read ourselves or do card readings for ourselves because, we want the best outcome. And I mean, I don't know, like I think I've told you before, I did a card reading for my very first daughter's dad, and I was just like, well, this is just an example. Every single thing that came out on that reading,
I
and
can't.
I still have it
Oh,
somewhere here, but it told me every single thing that happened with him.
yeah, yeah. I think I've done readings for myself too. Not with tarot, but with oracle. I think with tarot, I think some of it will come out, but others won't. When it comes to love life and if I'm gonna be okay, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I could do it, but the question is, I'm not ready to hear what the cards are gonna say. If the cards say, okay, well, you ain't gonna be this, things ain't gonna work, blah blah blah. I rather not even know because I'm just like, okay, it's another obstacle I gotta overcome. But yeah,
You
you
just
just you
gotta,
just never know.
you just gotta remember, this is not a full-fledged answer. This is just something to guide you along your path. You could take it for what it is, or you could choose another path, and that'll change everything. It's totally up to you.
Mhm. Yeah, you got that right. It just depends on how you take it, but I don't think a lot of us can take what we get. Like for me, I think I scare myself when it comes to readings. When it comes to me, there's only so much I can see, and I'm like, what is it trying to say? Like, what's next? Um, Now if I trust anybody reading me, truthfully, not really, because things could change, and you just
I
don't
feel some.
know. Yeah,
I'll make it
but
rain.
yeah.
No, I have one deck, and it's actually two because the first one got ripped up by my brother. This one is a replacement of the very same deck. But I love this deck, so we can try that next hour if you want me to draw a few cards for you, whatever.
For me,
Yeah, yeah.
well, we only got a few minutes because I thought we're on till 11, or is it a different time that you go off there?
Oh yeah, we're overtime on this one. I'm used to going hour by hour. Amy Anna, did you have any more questions or anything else to add to this hour? Keep
Always,
breaking up. I don't know.
I'm always so thankful
Yeah.
and Thanks.
It's like something doesn't want her to speak. Like she comes out like, "Ee." I was like, huh?
Oh
Like,
no.
You're
I'll type it
fine.
in chat.
Now
In
you
chat.
say what you want to say.
All
okay,
right.
say it again.
I'll type it in chat.
All right,
Okay.
all right, sounds good.
It was awesome to see you. Alrighty, so let's see. Instead of doing the full music break, since we did go over, like I said, I'm used to going hour by hour, and I forgot about the whole 30 minutes past. It just seems to work out for everything, except for just now. But let's go ahead and go there, and let's do a pause for the cause, get something to eat or drink, and go from there. So, on that note, we're going to have Miss McKaylin Hay with Pins and Needles, Gravity, and Mirror. Then we have Mr. Fred Johnson III with After Dark. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Talking on pins and needles, everywhere to a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just wanna say what I wanna say without your sentence. I'm not willing to do the time when I'm innocent, and I'm innocent. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't ever see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm
Welcome back, and thanks so much for joining us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm just looking over here. What the heck does this say? Oh, there's something about a credit and stuff. New to streaming, look at level up. So yeah, let me double check my sound too, because nobody's on here. I think they were expecting the full break, so we might do that, and then when I re-record it for StreamYard, well, we might go and do that as well. George. Hey, Chris.
Hold on. I just put you guys on mute.
Okay, we're gonna finish off the music break, and then I'm just gonna edit it in the long run because I didn't press start on StreamYard. So go ahead and finish what you need to over there, and then we'll be back, okay? Because it sounds like you need to take care of some stuff over there. It's totally up to you, but yeah, we can do that.
Well, then you can just reach me at 210-974-3470.
I mean, we can finish it now, but I just heard something in the background, so it's up to you.
I know. Yeah, we can finish it. Because stuff that I'm...
Okay, so the deck that I'm drawing from is one that I've used since I was like 16 years old, and it's the Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea. I really like this one. The last one I had, I was able to use it kind of like a weapon. I threw it at someone, and then it just went like this and dispersed. But so are you thinking like a 3-card thing, or what do you think?
You can do 3 cards. You can do 3 cards. Put my stuff on.
Okay, so tell me when to stop. I'm going to move my fingers up the deck starting now, and then tell me when to stop. Okay. All right. So the first one I got was the 7 of Cups upside down. And that's a very emotional card, correct? Can you hear me? There's no sound coming from anywhere. Sorry. But no, to me it feels like... Indiana. No, it feels to me, Chris, that you feel lost, and I think you said that before as well. Man, it's here somewhere. Sorry, I used to be like so in touch with these cards, but like I said, my brother tore it up, and then I got it back. But yeah, for me, when I look at this, it's just like, I'm feeling you're wanting what you're wanting, but things aren't working out the way that you want them to. And so you're feeling a little lost and driven in where stasis is. And then I have the Moon, which is a very particular card. This one is very emotional as well. Let me show you this one. Both of these cards are reversed. And it's like you're yearning for something that you don't have, but there's something... It's gratification, but the gratification that you're looking for is not there. Just like with the 7 of Cups. What you're looking for there is not there. I wouldn't give up. Like I said, change your stasis, change your direction, do things a little differently. Be peaceful about it if you can. because that's the best way to go about it. But yeah, I feel like you had a disillusion that was turned upside down. Now you have this gratification, which was turned upside down. It's like your world has been turned upside down. Oh, Chris, you're muted. We can't hear you. You're still muted. Probably because you're not talking to me. But I just want you to know you've been muted. I didn't mute you. You're just muted.
Sorry, I was just muted because I was watching.
Huh? Do you need to go? I can't hear you. You're on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you.
But we'll talk later because.
All right, Chris. I'm sorry that things are happening over there, but I'll send you a link up on that, and hopefully we can talk later. Night, night, love and light. I hope everything works out for you. Good night, brother.
Bye, Chris. Good night.
Aww. I totally feel him. I've been there before.
Yeah.
It's weird because every card I got for him is upside down. It was the Seven of Cups, then the Moon, then the Knight of Swords. All upside down, which means, I don't know, I feel like his world's been upside down for a while, and I just hope everything works out. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of what I felt so far, because that's going against, like, his privacy and stuff, but I just hope and wish the best for him.
Me too.
It's sad.
He's
I
really
had
going.
high hopes.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for him and things, and then what? But that's how it happens sometimes, right, sister? You get surprised by the strangest things.
Yes.
Man. Let's see, we have T-minus 20 minutes and counting. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about or go over, or you want me to do a pendulum or card reading for you or anything like that?
Let's do a card reading for me.
Okay.
Just in general.
Okay, go ahead and put your intention out there, and I'll
Another instance of
He's really going.
high hopes.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for him and things, and then what? But that's how it happens sometimes, right, sister? You get surprised by the strangest things.
Especially since they just had a kid together.
Let's see, we have T-minus 20 minutes and counting. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about or go over, or you want me to do a pendulum or card reading for you or anything like that?
Let's do a card reading for me.
Okay.
Just in general.
Okay, go ahead and put your intention out there, and I'll shuffle it up a little bit. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. And then I'll do a put. Okay, so I'm going to run my fingers up this deck, and you're going to tell me when to stop. Okay, on your mark, get set, go.
Stop.
Okay. Ooh. At least yours are right side up. So it looks to me like you're going through a transition. It's the King of Cups. Looks like you were with a guy. Things aren't working out quite the way you thought it would, but you're going through a transition right now. And you're facing a lot of adversity. So it feels like things are against you, even if there may not be physical things against you. I think there's like we were talking about subconscious things against you. And in the future, if you keep going, we've got Felicity in the house. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to have to look this up because I'm like, what exactly does that mean? I think what Chris was saying about meeting somebody and stuff could be on point. What?
What?
I don't know. What do you think about when you see the Six of Cups? Because, I don't know, I'm all excited now. What I got is... holy shnikes, hold on. Take a peaceful hiatus away from interruptions, but stay open to subtle opportunities that will present themselves. Be aware of elusive vibrations from others. This is a time in which you can settle disagreements with those closest to you and try to equalize friendships by making thoughtful compromises. So, cut ties, do this, do that, and go and do what you want to do. Like you were talking about these different conferences and stuff.
Oh wow. That's like on point.
Right? I'm like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, and I can show you. Okay, so this was the first card. Transition. I love these cards. I'm trying to get it to focus. It's not doing it. And then the Five of Pentacles.
Oh.
I love these cards. If you want to look them up, it's the Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea, and then this one. That's why I was saying, like, romantic hiatus. Anyone? I don't know. I feel like you're going to meet somebody. I'm excited.
Ooh. That's what everybody's saying. I've gotten. You're the first person now who's told me that. Who it's come up again, and again. So I guess he's out there.
He is. And, I mean, a lot of people think, oh, there's nobody out there for me. There is. Like, you just gotta hopefully find them because there's so many damn people out there, but that's badass. Man. I'm kind of curious about the finality card. Like, what's going to happen in the end, but at the same time, I don't want to know. I just want to see what happens in this adventure.
Yes.
So we did the card reading. I could do a pendulum thing if you want to, for yes or no. If you have any final thoughts on that, it's totally up to you.
Okay, let's do the pendulum. Yes or no, if okay, I don't know how to word it. Let's see.
So like a yes or no.
How
Don't feel pressured.
Okay. Yes or no. Yes or no. Is the friend I'm going to travel with going to be safe?
Okay. Is the friend Amiana is going to travel with going to be safe? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at first I was moving around like, it might be a little weird or whatever, but yeah, they're safe. It might not, be your cup of tea, but yeah, they're safe. They're just a little different, I think, from what it was saying.
Okay.
So you do have a travel buddy. I was wondering about that because I didn't, but then Go Teresa, which I never met, I just knew her from chat room, was like, hey, you could stay with us. I'm like, thank God somebody said that because I can't afford a room and I don't want to sleep in my car. But then her boyfriend was psychotic, so that was weird. But
Oh no.
I know.
I know.
I
Ask if
know.
my
Ask
divorce
if my
is going to
divorce
end
is
this
going to
year.
end this year.
If my divorce
If
is
what?
going
My
to get
divorce is going to get
finalized.
finalized. Okay. Is Amy Anna's divorce going to be finalized this year? Not a maybe. You gotta say yes or no. No.
No, I didn't think
No,
so.
I'm getting a no. I want to say yes, but it says no. At first it's like maybe, but then it started to say no.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Okay.
I know. Why can't they just, sign the shit and get it over with?
Well, we're having
Well, we're having
trouble
trouble
with paperwork. It's not
paperwork. It's not
exactly his
exactly
problem.
his
It's the legal
problem. It's the legal
process.
process. Yeah.
He was late in
He
getting his
was late in
paperwork,
getting his paperwork,
but
but
it's the legal
it's the legal process. Definitely is. If there's
Yeah.
anything else, let me know, or anything you want to talk about as far as the state of the world today. I know Chris had to go because I saw earlier in the comments that something was happening, and I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to add to the fire. But then he had to go, so hey, you can be my buddy. What do you think about the state of the world today? What Trump did, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Gaza? Is there anything you want to talk about as far as that, or anything else? Or more about you? It's totally up to
I
you.
don't know much
I don't
about
know
it. I
much
don't
about it.
have
I don't
TV
have TV
or the
or the
news,
news, but
I just think
I
it's
just think it's
horrible all the way
horrible all the
around.
way around. Yeah, me too. It's sad.
It's sad.
It's yeah, my God.
It really.
I
Let's see. We could
let's see.
talk
We could
about.
talk about.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Almost dropped.
Don't drop me. Just kidding. I'm pretty resilient.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. I bounce like a little rubber ball.
Let's talk dreams.
Let's talk
Have
dreams.
Have you ever?
I was asking Chris about that earlier. Like, have you had any like really weird paranormal encounters or dreams? Because I don't know about you, sister, but I've been having some really, really weird dreams. And it's not like I'm taking more melatonin than I'm supposed to. I'm taking the right amount, but I've been having some really, really trippy dreams. And also, I saw my dad. And he's been dead for a while. And this is like the third time I think I saw him. And he was just like wanting to rage party or whatever. But what were you thinking? Like, what questions and things about dreams and stuff were you thinking?
Oh, I was just
I was
asking
just
you.
asking you. We can go over
Like some of
like
your
some of
dreams,
your
or
dreams, or
I always like
I always like the
sleep
like sleep
paralysis, and like
paralysis, and
when
like
you
when
see
you
things.
see
It's
things.
called
It's called
hypnagogic
hypnogogic
hallucinations
hallucinations
officially, but that's
officially,
when
but that's when you're
either halfway
either
awake
halfway
or
awake
going to
or going
sleep,
to
and like
sleep,
you see
and like you see
shadows,
shadows,
and you can't
and you
move,
can't move,
but
but
you think you see
you
things
think you see
moving.
things moving.
It's
It's
in the medieval
in the medieval
times.
times
They thought that
they
you could
thought
see
that you
into
could
other
see into other
realms
realms. Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
They're saying that today too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like
it was like
into another
into
realm,
another
and
realm,
I
and
actually
I actually
experienced that.
experienced that.
I went into
I
this
went into
fairy
this
realm,
fairy realm,
and
and
it was pretty neat.
it was pretty. I'd like to hear more about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
just
magical
just
and
magical
really
and
beautiful,
really beautiful
and things.
That's
And
awesome. It was. No, please
I've been
continue.
having
I've been
dreams.
having dreams. It's
Actually, I've had dreams
actually
all my
I've had
life,
dreams all my life,
and just
and
recently
just recently they have been.
um
Um,
I haven't been having
I
or
haven't been
remembering
having
my
or
dreams,
remembering my
and that's
dreams,
just
and
been
that's just
something
been
kind of
something kind of
new to me.
new to me.
And it's kind of a nice break to
Seriously.
because I see him.
Okay, so I've had sleep paralysis twice. One was in 1998 when I was in, first I went through boot camp, then I went home to do recruiter's assistance, then I went back to do combat training. And I went through a sufficient amount of training, and we went for our first hump for the physical part of it. And I staggered and fell and almost fell on my face. I was like, what the crap just happened? Right across my feet where my jungle boots were, the seam broke my toes right here.
Wow.
And I was like, damn. So I got back up and I was like gimping along, and I have a high pain tolerance. My daughters do too, and it really messes them up. But I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. I don't want to start all over, and kept going. And then I think it was that night I talked to a squid, which is a naval person who is a nurse. I'm so thankful for him. I was like, hey, there's something wrong with my foot. Can you look at it? And he looked at it, and it was not good. So then I had to go. Okay, so I completed it. After that, I went to recruiter's assistance instead of my first MLS station. And I should have just gone there and not gone to the not gone to this place. I should have just gone to my base and not here at combat training. And I was there, for some reason I'm waiting at the bathroom to get in. I think it's full, like girls are going to the bathroom, girls are showering, etc. And, so I lay down on the rack there beside the bathroom because nobody are in these racks. So I lay on the bottom rack and I'm just laying there, and I'm not big on napping, but all of a sudden I fall asleep. And then all of a sudden I start having this dream where I'm like staggering into the bathroom and I'm holding myself up against the walls, and there's these really cute Mexican guys working on the sinks and pipes and stuff. And I'm talking to them and flirting and stuff because I'm single at this point. And then all of a sudden I hear my drill sergeant say, line up for chow. And so I go, rink. And then I can see what's going on, but I can't move. And I see the girls running out of the bathroom. I hear them lining up. I can't do anything. And I'm just straining to go, because if I don't line up, I'm in trouble. Finally, I broke free from it, and it messed me up forever. I was just like, what the heck happened? Why did that happen? This doesn't make sense to me. So I went to chow, came back, still freaked out about it. And there were so many things going on in this area of the compound too, that different people died, different people are having dark experiences and seeing shadow people and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure something was there, like trying to take me over, but it didn't happen. Well, the second time it happened to me was in, I want to say 2003. So from 1998 to 2003, 5 years later, I've met my husband. He's playing in a bar in Farmington, New Mexico, and it's in the band house. And the place is called Paradise. Imagine that. So we're in this house, and there's barely any windows. There's only windows in the middle portion, and then there's 2 rooms on the other side. All you have are the doors, no windows. And I'm trying to go to sleep. Me and my husband, he always goes to sleep so fast. I'm just like, it always pisses me off. I'm like, how do you do that? But I'm trying to go to sleep, and as I'm like about to drift off, I see something move in front of the door. Well, there's the wall, there's the door, there's the TV. There's no reason somebody should be moving from through the wall past my door. So I'm just like wide awake, like, what the heck was that? And then all of a sudden I'm just like frozen. I can't move. And then this dark figure is above me, and he's speaking to me telepathically, and he says, I will have you. And I said telepathically, no, you won't. And he just laughed at me, and when he did, I could barely see his features, but mostly I saw his mouth, and his teeth were really sharp and white and bright, and you could see like the saliva dripping off of his like canines.
Ooh.
And he reached down, he kissed me, and when he kissed me, the shock went through my mouth, up here, and then down to my toes, and then back up to my mouth and out. And at that point, I could kick my feet. That's all I could move was my feet. And I'm kicking them as frantically as I can, because that's the only part I can move. And all of a sudden, my husband wakes up, and he sees this MFer over here, and he just grabs me and pulls me towards him to get me away from him, and the guy disappears. And I was just really surprised that he saw it, because generally nobody sees. But he did, and he saved me from it. So I'm eternally grateful for that. But I don't know. I always thought it was like some sort of demonic presence or whatever. But then when I was talking to Dr. Christopher Macklin 2 weeks ago, could that be an archon, which could be a demon as well? I don't know. So many questions, but the next day when I was heading back to Durango, I kept looking in my rearview mirror thinking he's going to be in my back seat, but he wasn't, thank God. I don't know. That's the scariest guy I've seen so far, besides the devil. But he didn't really scare me. I just knew who he was.
I actually had a similar experience, but I didn't see his face.
Yeah, you can't really see it. All I saw was his teeth, really.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I didn't even see any features. It was just like looking into space. It was a cloaked figure. And
he was darker than dark, right?
It was just dark. It was darker than night. And it was kind of whispering. It was kind of whispering to me in a different language. It felt like it was doing a spell over me. And stuff, and I couldn't move, and then I couldn't do anything. And my husband was right next to me, and I'm trying to move my arm to wake him up, and it just wasn't happening until it finally released me and went away.
Well, that's how it was for me too. Like I was trying to move, trying to scream, trying to do everything. I couldn't do anything.
Yes.